Hey Ben, what's the Astec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Astec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Astec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Welcome to Draw 7 of the Astec Safety Challenge. This feature game today will be Team Kevin Cooey versus Team Manners. For those unfamiliar at home, this is the second year of this Astec Safety Challenge in Lloydminster, and we are very happy to have all of these top teams in the world attending here in Lloydminster. My name is Ryan Armstrong. I'm a local curler, played in the event last year, and here commentating with me this afternoon for this event is Darren Weimer.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for inviting me in to come and help commentate for this.
So we're just waiting on last shot draws here for Team Manners. This is a C event game. This is an elimination do or die for both of these teams. And for the Manners team, they're one of the two hometown teams. They're I believe they're the only one left now, and so it's an opportunity for them to have a chance to extend their weekend against a top quality team like Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, hopefully they shine today at whatever. Sure would be good if they could continue, that's for sure.
And while we're waiting on those other game or last shot draws, we will outline the other teams out in the ice. This is an 8-sheet facility, but there's 6 sheets in use for this event this week. On sheet 2 is Tau versus Edie. On sheet 3 is Goskins versus Retornaz. On sheet 4, which is the other televised game that you can find on Telus Optic or YouTube, is Jacobs and Howard. Sheet 5 is our game, which is Manners and Cooey. Sheet 6 is Hosley and Pierce. And sheet 7 is Balance and Adine. So there's a few elimination C event games out here, a couple of B event games, and at the end of play today there will be 8 teams ready to do battle for top prize money on Saturday when this event concludes.
So Manners and them, they just drew there to the button. They ended up about 6 inches away, so Kevin Cooey just threw his rock. They're trying to pin the button here, so see how they make out. Looking pretty good. They're both really close.
Teams shake hands. We don't quite know who has hammer yet. Looks Manners will be throwing the red stones and Cooey will be throwing yellow stones when we get going.
It sure is nice to see the warmer weather for this year's bonspiel. Last year was very ugly, like we're talking minus 40, minus 50, so it's sure a different treat to have the warmer weather for the bonspiel. The crowds look like they're pretty good today too, so.
For those watching online, last year, this year, it was very cold here in Lloydminster, but this year it's sun's out shining. It's about maybe -5. Yesterday it got above 0, so we have very good weather to welcome these teams who, of course, come from around the world and certainly travel across a lot of Canada to play in their bonspiels throughout the season.
Yeah, you really don't see too many vehicles running in or out there today, whereas last year, it's just almost all the vehicles were left running all day.
I guess while we're waiting, we'll thank a couple of the big sponsors. Of course, the presenting sponsor is Astec Safety. Some of the other large sponsors is Arby's, who sponsors the Fan Zone. Musgrave Agencies, who's a big sponsor and also helped put on the junior event, which was started on Tuesday. Strathcona Resources Ltd. It's Time Promotions. And Maz Entertainment, which is helping out with the production crew upstairs with us. And MMP, which sponsors the VIP lounge.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sounds good.
Well, looks like the skips are going to head down. We're going to get ready to go here shortly. So,
and it looks like Carrick Martin's in the hack. So at least a good start for Scott Manners. They were able to secure the hammer in the first end, and hopefully they can do something with it here in the first end.
Yes, they will.
Of course, Team Cooey made a little bit of a change this year in their lineup. They parted ways with Jacques Gauthier, and they brought in Aaron Sluchinski, and Aaron's throwing third stones. Tyler Tardy, I believe, has moved down to second. This team is the defending Astec Safety Challenge winners. They won the inaugural event last year, and they also won the 2024 RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown in Swift Current. So to kick things off, we have Team Cooey lead, Carrick Martin, with stones.
looks like it's going to be a nice center line guard.
Line's good.
Maybe a bit warm. No. Beautiful center line guard.
And the ice conditions have been really good for this event. They were fantastic last year, and they've been really great this year. For anyone listening at home online, Darren Moulding is the ice maker for this week, and did some commentating in the previous draw, and certainly indicating they're shooting for a 15-second ice, and it's pretty close to that. Certainly it is. With
Top 8. Sliding pretty good.
Hurry.
Looks like they're trying to come around that center line guard now.
Hurry, guys.
Line's looking really good.
That's good. We're popping out. Oh, you're okay. You're popping
Top 4.
Good wait.
Yeah, great come around from Manners lead David McRae. As we indicated, this is the team with some local flavor. Lead David McRae's from Vermilion area, as is second Carter Babbage, and then third Skip Brandon Cookson and Skip Scott Manners are both from Lloydminster.
Good wait, Dave. Line's good. Top 8. Line's good.
And as good as the ice has been this week,
Line's great.
Comes
Top 8, right
under
here.
some trying circumstances for our local ice makers, Brian McClaskey and Graydon Lomas. We lost the ice plant here, the brine pump specifically, on December 24th, and so the ice had to be removed.
Top 12.
And it was a Herculean effort amongst a lot of volunteers,
probably,
and certainly the ice making staff to completely put in all the logos, all the lines, everything to make this event work. But the ice was in time for players to practice a couple days before the event, and they're curling on it as of
Get out there. Yep. Yeah, you got
Wednesday.
You got to go a bit.
Big thanks goes out to Arnell Reluctant for rebuilding the motor for the brine pump too. So thanks, Arnell.
Hard, guys. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. You're just razoring it. No.
We rubbed the guard. Now we're rolling in.
I think you could have yesed on that, but yeah. Like on that one, yeah.
Still looks like it might be a bit cool on the ice. You see the
Probably
some of the
T-line.
volunteers got their jackets on. Kevin's got his hoodie up.
You like this?
Yeah, the sweepers are so good these days that if you keep it too warm out there, they wear out paths in the ice. That to keep it up to this level for 8 ends, they got to keep the ice conditions cool, to keep that ice temperature cool. And Darren's done a fantastic job of that. Tyler Tardy, second for Kevin Cooey. I think the call was just to tap one of those rocks back.
Art! Whoa, wait only. Whoa, wait only.
It's good to see we got a junk end coming up here instead of usually the first end. Lots of people like try to keep it clean, so it's a little bit more exciting when
the center,
you get lots of rocks in play.
On the center, roll the guard kind of thing, hey? Oh, just
right on cue. Scott doesn't like the looks of things up, so he's asking for a peel.
Yeah.
From second
Like
card.
yours carved in a little sharper. No? I don't know. Maybe.
Team Manners is the 167th ranked team in the world, ranked top 100 in Canada. They finished third at the Hack to House Alberta curling event. And some of their sponsors include Fountain Tire, Eggland, Horizon Egg, and Dynasty Curling.
Good.
Well, that was a pretty nice peel of that center line guard.
And even though those yellow rocks aren't lined up for Cooey onto the redstone of Manners, I think you'll see Kevin Cooey be patient in this and leave those up front as long as he possibly can, even though he doesn't have the hammer. There's a fairly easy double on those reds if you want, but I think he wants to put some rocks in play and potentially put a force in play if he can later on the end.
Well, Scott's going to go up. We got another peel coming here.
Same throw.
Clean it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Nice shot. Good peel.
Shot.
Yeah, this event wouldn't come together without a lot of volunteers, and we'd like to recognize the Astec Safety Challenge Organizing Committee. There's a fantastic group of volunteers that includes Astec safety staff as well as others, as well as the Lloydminster Curling Club, President Megan, and all of the board members, as well as a variety of club members that you might see on your screen volunteering as scorekeepers and whatnot. They are out there making sure that this event is a success. It's a big undertaking to have 24 top teams in the world and have everything come off without any issues. So we put a thanks out to all of them, certainly the city Lloydminster as well.
Snows those yellows, hey?
And assisting with the rebuild of the ice on short timeline.
Do we?
You gotta come and look at
That
it.
red lock is looking pretty lonely in there right now. Scott's calling Brandon for a little bit of assist on a call.
Just knows it?
I see it now.
Just knows it, hey?
No.
Oh, we lose it? Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, okay. Yep.
I mean, we're making a run at
They're
this.
loaded up
It'll
anyways.
swirl off. If we don't ever really, if we rub that.
You don't think the one goes if we play that, hey? You think it just sticks over there, hey?
Well, my first thought was just, why don't we just chop that off, but it's all bad. Hit
Okay.
this.
Thin on that one?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Go at it.
Yep.
Normal up.
Yep.
Good call.
Okay. Just anything I can see of that left-hand yellow. Good for normal.
Manners third, Brandon Cookson with his first stone, first end.
It's got peel weight here.
Great. Great.
Hi!
Great.
Hi!
Hurry. Just pay for the top. Okay.
So they're able to rearrange a little bit. There's one lonely red one in there, but the goal is probably try to get to a position where you can maybe get a blank at this point. While we wait for the next shot to come down the ice, we'll give a few shout outs to those who are logged in online on Curling Zone's YouTube. Teresa from Montana, Ronald from Washington State, Megan from Hamilton, Joan from England, Susan from Emerald Park, Sask, and everyone else who's tuning in online, whether it's across Canada or around the world. Thanks for tuning in, and we love seeing your comments, and we hope you have a great broadcast with us today.
Pointed at it here.
The guard any good on this one?
Guard? Have to be a tight guard.
I was really thinking about
I
it.
don't mind it as long as we're tight, like a foot or two.
As
out.
one does.
There are no team time clocks for this event. That probably comes in handy. Team Cooey, I think, widely known as one of the teams that likes to make full use of their time clock when they're able to.
Yeah, I think it's something they should look at for future years, is maybe to have a couple timeouts, that's it. Sometimes there's a little bit too much discussion and slows the game right down.
Yeah, we're 4 draws a day on Wednesday, Thursday, and I believe Friday. I could be wrong on that for Friday. So certainly when the draws start at 8:30 in the morning and they're every 4 hours or 3.5 hours, when the games take 2.5 or 3 hours, it's a tight timeline for the ice crew to clean 6 sheets, pebble, scrape then pebble, I should say, and then have everything ready to go for 15-20 minutes prior to the draw for the players to warm up. So they get it done, but nonetheless it's a lot of work.
Yeah, big thanks out to the ice maker and the crew and stuff for getting the ice in shape.
Thank you.
Try to lay 3 spread out, hit and roll your way.
Yeah, I kind of thought they'd call us a while ago, just sit 3 and try and keep them spread apart, I guess. See if we can make a couple doubles.
Yep.
Most recent member of Team Cooey, Aaron Sluchinski.
Whoa! Whoa!
I think just looking to rearrange things when they remove that red stone.
Got some good separation on all the rocks.
There's going to be a couple double opportunities for Scott Manner's team here on their last 3 stones. Or you can elect to even use one of those high yellow rocks as a corner guard.
No, it's nothing easy. You want to give it a go?
Sure, whatever looks good. We're trying to roll behind that one.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Control.
Looks like Scott's called a hit and roll here.
Yep, yep,
Brandon can make it.
Hurry, guys.
Oh, really hard.
Right to it.
Stone.
Hard!
Hurry, gotta go.
Looks like it's over curling.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa.
Not
just
even gonna
pat
make
it
the
a
shot.
little. Okay, tough one, buddy.
No, not what they were looking for.
No, they flashed it.
Sorry.
That's
Good
too bad. Must have started it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a pressure applied here by Kevin Cooey. The difficulty that will be
Okay,
faced
Brandon.
by Scott Manners is that Yellowstone is top button, top 4, so a lot of the scoring area is taken up already.
Yeah.
Looks like Kevin's going to play a guard, top 8.
Oh, yeah. No.
Kind of had the whole zigzag.
Oh, yeah. I was good
Your
with that.
line's
Yep.
good, like top 8, top 4. Nothing
Yeah,
light. It's all like
Oh, that's fine.
Is that quiet too?
Like 10-4, just patted it a little. Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all, just a whisker. Got in the fishbowl.
Yeah.
Bannon needs no introduction. Kevin Cooey, former Canadian World Champion.
Yeah, they're going in like top 12-ish.
Not a brush laid to this rock yet. It looked heavy out of his hands, so we'll see where it comes to
It's
rest.
coming down now.
If it sits top 8, there's a potential for a double or triple. A fairly easy double, but potential triple there.
Wow, now
Kind of over curled on him.
Yeah.
how thin?
About a
boy.
quarter, hey?
Yeah.
You just gotta
Jammed.
take some of those a bit.
Yeah, but I think you might
Enough
get her.
squeeze?
Yeah, even if you get
So for
these
Scott Manners
two,
looking to
right,
make some
those are
granite
the two
move early on.
ones, right?
Yeah, okay.
Open up the scoring
Even if
area,
you do that
certainly
and roll
forfeit for the
there,
last
right?
one.
Yeah.
Right there.
And
Even if you hit a half.
that's
and
probably priority number one on this first shot.
Half rolls over
If
the
you
top.
can make
I
the
know,
triple,
but like
that's
these
a
two
great
are the
shot.
important
If you get
ones,
the
right?
two
Yeah.
that are in the scoring area, top 4, top 8,
I'd like
in
to
front of the
go-
button.
I know
Either
you'd like
way,
to
that's
stick,
key
yeah.
for him.
At least make the double and stick around.
I think make sure these two, right?
Yeah, let's try and hit a quarter like you said.
Okay, here.
Yeah, peel. Peel them out of there, Carter. Peel it, guys. You get rid of a bunch here. So. Oh, yeah. Got to hit a quarter. It's thinner than you think. Throw peel. Okay.
Scott's first rock here. First end.
Whoa!
Close.
Curl! Curl!
Curl.
Pretty good.
Gotta go!
Carter.
Carter
Quick.
Babbage on the sweep. They're close
Quick.
here.
Shot.
And
What a
1,
triple.
2, 3 move.
Good.
Great shot by Scott Manners.
Yep.
Most local fans know.
Good.
um,
Yeah, good.
Maybe a lot of those online don't. Scott Manners qualified for the Brier in 2012, playing out of North Battleford, Saskatchewan, with Tyler
nice
Lang,
shot.
Ryan Dice, who's the third for Carl DeConnick-Smith at this event,
Nice throw.
and Mike Armstrong, who is on
Yeah,
Team NAP.
nice shot.
So, and actually, Carl
Okay.
DeConnick-Smith was their 5th man there in that event. So that was
Oh,
many
that's
years
good.
ago, but notwithstanding the
Yeah,
fact that it was
that's-
quite a
Yeah, that's the straight
accomplishment
step
for a
too.
local team
Figured
to
that wouldn't do too
make the
much.
Brier. Kevin Cooey's final stone here in the first end, just looking to hit and stick. Be mission accomplished for him if he can.
Yep. Whoa.
Little roll to the inside.
Okay.
So it'll be job well done for Team Cooey. They
10's the
certainly
call,
have the
right?
force on
Yeah,
at
I
least
like
at this
10.
point.
Looks like Scott's going to go with just a straight hit and roll into the button to get his 1 point.
You got to kick a little. Your way, David.
Final stone, first end. Scott Manners looking to hit and small roll for one.
Clean it. Yep.
Light, hurry. Just down.
Hard.
Never off.
Hard.
Quick, guys. You got to go.
Hard.
Right to it. Right to
Hard.
it. Get it out, Brandon.
Looks like he's going to roll a little too far. He's going to
Hits
steal
made
one.
Sorry,
just
guys.
a little too far.
Yeah.
So
They couldn't hold it.
after one, it is Team Cooey with the steal of one, up 1-0, and we'll be back shortly for the second end.
Brando here.
At It's Time Promotions, we make your brand stand out. From custom apparel made with precision, to headwear that puts your brand front and center, and vinyl decals that make your brand stick. We deliver promotional materials and print solutions that leave a lasting impression. With locations in Lloydminster and Provost, we proudly ship Canada-wide. It's Time Promotions, where your brand comes to life.
Like people, Businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
And welcome back to Draw 7 of the Astec Safety Challenge. This game is the game between Team Manners and Team Cooey. In the first end, it was a steal of 1 by Team Cooey throwing yellow stones.
Yes, Scott's last rock there just over curled on and they couldn't hold it and rolled a little bit too far out. And Kevin ended up taking the steal. Looks like Kevin's go for a center line guard again.
This is the second year of this event. It is a 24-team triple knockout event. And other than the Grand Slams, it has one of the biggest purses on tour and one of the strongest fields on tour that you will see. And so we're very fortunate to have this quality of curling back in Lloydminster. For those longtime curling fans, there used to be the Wayside Inn Curling Classic in Lloyd. You used to see the Howards and the Martins and the Stoutons of the world, Furby, come to that event, and it was also a world-class event held here in Lloydminster in this club. We were very happy that Astec stepped up a couple of years ago in their sponsorship of curling to bring this event here.
Looks like we got a hog on that first one for Scott Manners' team.
Thought you were a little
yeah,
late,
it's nice that Astec brought this to Lloyd, whatever, some of the best curlers in all the world here, so it's awesome to see this kind of caliber of curling come to Lloydminster.
These teams are both in the C event. They've already had 2 losses, so the loser will be out of this event. The winner will move on and have a couple more chances to try to qualify tomorrow for the playoffs on Saturday.
Going sideways, I'd let it.
Strong start from Team Cooey. Tight guard from Garg Martin, and following the hog stone, he wrapped him perfectly around top 8.
Yeah, nice shot. So Scott's going to try to come around them all.
Buzz there.
Line's great.
Top 8.
Good out there. Line's good. Line's good. Stay down, Carter.
Top 4.
Go right around.
We're tapping.
Stay down, Carter. Go around. Hurry.
Carter Babbage on the sweep.
Hurry.
Stone looks good.
Yeah,
We're
shot.
Back 8.
Just by a little bit deeper than they wanted, probably.
Okay.
And out the other side. There's so much curl in these.
I thought that was all
well,
there.
in the stones, but also in the ice. Certainly, the ice was a solid 4.5 feet. These curling stones were purchased new about 5 years ago. I was still on the curling club board at that time.
I think
we
it's
bought
just
these rocks
fresh in the
brand
middle
new, and
days, that's
they're
all.
really solid stones. And actually, they've just been flipped over, so these stones are just being used for the first time on the other side of the stone. They've been touched up and they're fairly sharp. So we'll see the rocks curl pretty hard.
Curl, 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 curl.
It's a great down weight tap hit from Tyler Tardy.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think these top teams, that's what they do
Back
more
8.
consistently than certainly some of the other teams or the most club curlers, is they have really good control of all weight, not just the up weight, not just draw weight, but they can throw those back line,
Right back.
almost
Line's
hack
good.
tap shots
Back
very
foot.
consistently.
Line's
Yeah,
good.
you can
Line will
control
be
the
good.
rock a lot better
Stay
and make
down.
sure it sticks around for you.
Back
Doesn't
8,
roll out.
tapping a bit.
Okay, stay down.
We're tapping. Back
you're
12.
coming in hot.
Back line.
Wow, that's all.
Yeah.
We're killing it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, for Team Manners, they would ideally have liked to tip that rock around for backing. Just a hair heavy by Carter.
Yeah, you?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, 13.
A little more.
Wait.
Early indication is this is a little bit warmer.
Curl,
First stone.
curl, curl, curl. Curl. Shot.
And for those unfamiliar with the sweeping, if it's curling like it was in towards the middle, the outside sweeper is actually helping the rock curl. And that was Carrick Martin sweeping.
T-line even.
If they were looking to keep the rock straighter, the other sweeper, Tyler Tardy, would have been sweeping to keep that rock straighter. So you'll see that as time goes on.
That's there.
Looking for curl or looking
what do you got?
for straight.
Back foot.
Line's good. Cleaning for sure.
The directional sweeping sure come around
Line's
in the last
good.
5
Great.
years.
Hard. You gotta go. It's gotta go. Hard.
One looks a little light, so
Hard.
over
Quick.
curl on him, I think.
Hard. Hard. Quick, quick, quick.
Just got to rub.
Still usable
Yeah,
though.
still not a bad shot.
Good weight.
Things aren't setting up very good for Scott here, though.
11-5.
Good weight.
Yep. Yep. Hard then. Hard. Hard. Real hard.
So they're trying to keep this rock straighter, and Tyler Tardy's swooping from the inside, trying to attempt to do that. And a bit of a miss there from Aaron Sluchinski. Certainly wanted to remove that red and stay above the tee line. So opportunity here for Scott Matters.
Lock it on.
He's got
Get back in the game.
Yeah, he's got some backing there now, so if you can do a
that
nice
top
little come
item?
around here, can get froze to it.
Okay.
Put it right on the tee. Can't see any, can you?
Quiet.
Can't see any.
Yeah,
Can't
I
see.
like that.
Yeah, well-made
Okay,
freeze, and
top
you
button,
might
so
see Kevin
14
Coo
and a
walk
half,
up top
okay,
and look to
somewhere in there.
have Aaron Sluchinski executed.
Okay, yeah.
Double peel or
it's
run
curling
back.
too, so could hit it early, I think.
Comment there from Brandon Cookson is that this side of the sheet's curling really hard, so something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, keep it out there. What do you got? Yeah, tight as you can.
First stone for Brandon
All right, guys,
Cookson.
line's
Scott
good.
Matters.
Looks like it's a little light.
For
Okay.
fuck's sakes. Jesus.
Bounce off,
Brandon.
it's the best. If you bounce, it's no.
Way light.
If we bounced off, it was best. Okay. Just crazy light. Okay, guys. Is it not tough out here? Is it tough out here? Yeah, I know.
Just the comment from Scott. He's asking whether it's tough. That's typically a comment you'll use, whether if it's potentially a little bit heavier or still a little bit worn down, or not worn down yet, I should say, on that path. But
Still got some pebble out there.
I think the response was that Brandon was just light out of his
Yeah,
hand.
I think he was light.
I mean, we don't have a chance to score if he gets in on this shit. I think so. Blow it up. Talk to Brandon.
You're by it. You're by it anyways.
Looks like they might give him a little pocket here to sit down into. No, went right by. So they still got that same shot.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Aaron Sluchinski's shaking his head. There's a rare 2 misses in a row from anyone on that team, certainly that quality caliber curler. But
They're all behind
missed
the
both
tee
of those
line.
interns either a little tight or a little soft on the handle. So
Okay. Could be a better throw here.
I think Brandon would like a second chance at that
T-line,
come around.
top button.
Scott was looking at doing clearing up the center line there, but they're going to do a come around.
last third stones, a little bit committed here at this point.
Room.
Weight looks a little bit better.
Room right now.
Scott said room. That means that it's
Room.
potentially
It's
wide
out there,
or-
yeah.
Getting better.
It's got a curl, but the weight's up a bit.
Can't touch this. You got a bullet. We're on this, eh?
Through the hole.
Touch. Okay.
Similarly followed Tyler Tardy's or Aaron Sluchinski's rock.
Yeah.
So both teams have had opportunities to put pressure on the other thus far, and neither has capitalized on those opportunities.
Kevin's probably going to throw a guard up here now.
Yeah. Nope.
Is it too late?
No, I like the draws. Just gotta throw them better.
No, I just said the Carter. What am I missing?
Yeah, for Kevin Cooey, he can really be. I mean, obviously, top button throws would be
just gotta
ideal, but
precise on
even if
them,
he's
yeah.
short and he's on the C of the Astec safety logo in the
That's
house,
okay. Yeah.
he guards that path and, more importantly, the in off of the redstone.
Did you get on that last one?
We look for the early communication from the
And
team.
a little light.
Indicates it's a little light.
Line's a little tight.
Hard line, hard line!
Hard line!
Nope.
Hard!
You're getting on it now. Looks like it's curling.
Go! Yes!
I think they're just going to rub off the yellow and guard.
Yeah.
I think so, hey, if you can.
Probably room for a
Do you
soft
think you
weight
got enough air?
hit and roll. Like a control weight, maybe not a normal
Yep.
takeout weight, but something where you can get a little curl past that yellow rock.
It
that
just
Kevin
goes
Cooey
on
just
to the
threw.
red all day.
Either that or he's got to start and clean the front end up here and
Yeah, he'll just
hope
try
he
follow.
can get in to score his 1 point.
Oh, on the yellow. Okay, yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of room for
Okay.
peels. You could double off the top 12
Try and,
stones
like normal?
up top and leave it come around both ways. The risk you'd have on
Here.
that is you either leave your shooter up top or more likely the
Last,
yellow that you
last,
hit
you're right
comes
on
back into that red stone. That is second stone right now
Throw
for
8.5.
Team Rounders. So
Just on this ice, you can.
I think at this point they want to get in and try
Better
to lay
last,
one
Brandon.
or have one buried
8.5. You got to come
for
off.
Kevin Cooey to make a decision for in his last stone.
Get shot. Should run there. 8.5.
Looks like they're going to try come off their own and just roll over a little bit.
I believe so. I think there might be a little bit more weight on this one.
Yeah, they took a lot less ice.
First stone for Scott Manners here in the second end.
Yep.
Early call in the sweep. David McRae.
Whoa. I don't know. Whoa. Yep. I don't know
I think
what to
they're
do.
on the
They're
yellow
going
guard.
right onto this.
And maybe
Okay,
a
that
bit
works.
fortunate
Sorry.
that it came through the hole. But no harm, no foul, and it actually
Opened things
sort
up
of
a
was
bit.
my second called shot there, the double peel. And now for Scott, that's fortunate because he has both ways at that stone.
That's okay.
Kevin Cooey will look to throw a better draw than he did in his first stone and try to get second shot, top four buried, cut down the scoring area in the process.
Okay. Good.
No, I'm just going to make sure
yeah, it's great.
We freeze like.
They're really, you have to, get out there. They're really curling. I thought I was really out there on my second one, and with the speed it held, like I think my weight was good. That would bust.
Last shot for Kevin Cooey. You're in the second end.
I think you could, yeah, you bet. With the intern, yeah.
That baby got off one bad.
I mean, like on dice that,
Line
like
looks
it
a
looked
little
like an
better.
okay throw on straight
Rope,
ice, right?
rope.
Yeah.
I missed this one.
I got 14-3.
Looks like he's going to come right down to it.
Pretty good shot.
Well, it's tough to score, eh?
I don't
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
Manners will be able to score.
Only thing would be off the sidewall one.
Don't make that. It's
He'll be lucky to not give two.
actually that outturn taps.
Okay. Yep, I agree.
A little more positive.
Okay. Yeah, we
Boy,
saw
that's
this
tough.
our draw the button.
Yeah.
We were throwing like
He might have to
middle
come
12
around
and we were getting
out-turn
there.
Scott
so,
the other
yeah,
turn
like,
that
remember
has
that?
not been thrown most of this end and try to get to about 2/3 of that yellow.
Yeah,
Just sit right
I
there.
even 13.5. Okay. Okay.
I believe if he
Okay.
freeze taps straight on the face of it without bouncing too much, he will definitely eliminate,
Yeah, 13.
reduce Cooey to steal of one.
Yeah.
You know, Brandon,
Funny they didn't look at that double raise back there.
This goes
Looks like it'd be lined up to almost possibly remove the two, but it's a tough shot.
I think he could throw the in-off his own and pick out the back Yellowstone. And just give up one again. Brandon had also suggested the in-off of the wide yellow, but there's still risk there that you give up two.
Pocket to hit there, it's tough.
Without a lot of upside for a lot more difficult, risky shot. So I think this is the
safe shot.
The least risky of them all to cut down to one or potentially even score.
Yeah, I thought you kind of got wide and soft and you're a little late, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. But then it was,
Last stone of the second end, Scott Manners.
Line's closed, clean it.
Yeah, just go.
Line's good, hard line.
Just ground right in.
Looks a little soft.
Just go.
Hard line. Just don't have the weight.
And we'll come up short.
Just light.
2.
Steal a 2.
After 2 ends of play, it's 3-0 Kevin Cooey over Scott Manners.
L and ACPA, going beyond accounting and tax. The assurance that experienced professionals that care are committed to providing you financial confidence and helping you reach your goals. We listen, we analyze, we advise, we deliver. And welcome back to Draw 7 of the Astec Safety Challenge. This feature game is Team Manners and Team Cooey. After 2 ends of play, it's Team Cooey 3, Team Manners 0. A couple steals by Team Cooey to start the game off.
I don't think you can hurt this.
Team Cooey's come in to the button on the first stone, and so we'll look to see Team Manners lead David McRae with a corner guard to get things going.
You're good, guys. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Shot, Dave.
Good.
And just a couple of tough misses there for Team Manners. They were in a position where a shot made here or there, and they certainly would have the opportunity for 1 or 2. It didn't work out that way, and they'll be looking to rebound and score this end, get a deuce back, and get right back into the game.
That's a good start. They got that nice corner guard up, so. This one looks like it's out there quite a ways.
That side of the sheet is the one they talked about that really swings in there. Certainly it was the one on, I believe, Kevin Cooey's first stone in the first end that really curled hard. So it'd be something to watch.
Yeah. Scott's going to go for another corner guard.
Okay, Dave. 2-3.
Yeah, with ice that curls this much, the corner guards have to be really wide out in those logos. If they're not, then they're generally in the way of the slide path for your, or the draw path for your 4-foot draw to the button. So as much as you want to be able to score in the 8-foot, you have to have those corner guards wide enough with this ice that curls this hard.
Yep. Great. Straight across. Good. Shot, David.
Another nice corner guard.
Yep, 2 great shots by David McRae. These teams don't make a season of 8 or 9 months work without great sponsorship, and so we'd like to make mention of a couple of sponsors of Team Cooey, TransAlta, Selco Heavy Rents Inc., Twin Anchors Houseboats, The Ranch Golf and Country Club, and Hardline Curling. Again, these teams spend a lot of time on the road, and whether it's driving or flying, they certainly incur costs, and the sponsors help with those generously.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Nice center line guard there by Kevin.
Seeing this?
You like the runner?
Or this?
Okay, tell them then.
I mean, you throw this, you sit there. This is best.
Whatever you like.
So Scott's going to come down with a board line weight and just try to tap the yellows back a little bit, get some backing.
Well,
Positioning's key here. It's not necessarily
that what you guys want?
removing rocks so much as just manipulating them at this point.
I like
They're going to
this.
be needed for backing. So.
Okay. Do you say hack?
Yep.
Board? Okay. You got her. Where to wait?
Team Manners second, Carter Babbage.
Yeah.
Hurry. Yep.
We're light.
Hurry. Hurry. Keep going.
Front end call was
Whoa,
with the
whoa,
rocks
we're on
light.
it. We're on it.
Just lost it on the center guard. But they'll make use of that stone. It does stick around in the 12th foot, and it appears to be partially or mostly buried. So they didn't hit the one they wanted, but they ended up buried notwithstanding. You might start to see peels of the corner guards, but Cooey, unless they can see this
It's
rock.
a little light.
I don't mind guarding it.
We'll take you around the rink real quick. After 2 ends of play on sheet 2, it is 81, Tau 0, Tau with the hammer and 3. On sheet 3, it is Goskins 2, Return as 1, and Return as has the hammer and 3. On the other feature sheet online, whether on YouTube or Telus Optic, it is Jacobs 2, Howard 1, and Jacobs will have the hammer and 3. Skipping over our sheet, it's Hosley 3, Pierce 1, and Hosley will have the hammer and 3. And the final sheet is Balance 4, Edine 2. Balance with the big 4-ender and 2 versus Edine. So Edine will have the hammer, but is down 2 early on, playing the third end.
That was a pretty nice takeout there by Kevin Cooey's team, whatever, to cover the corner guard and rolled in behind to kind of block the line for the other come around. So
I like control.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown up-weight shot by Tyler Tardy. He's definitely known for the high hard one. And it was a great throw there. And as you indicated, Darren, the come around that red corner is now removed. So
Scott needs to do some juggling here.
Hurry.
Hard.
Hurry. Kick off. Hard, guys.
And again, another rock on that side of the sheet, which really seemed to curl hard.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Kevin, I just moved that with my foot. I don't think I moved it, so
that happened in the first end too.
So Team Cooey has to decide. They can hit the open one and leave the hit and roll, which they're electing to do. They could throw the center guard off. If the center guard's missed, though, it leaves an opportunity. So up 3.
They're kind of in control here right now, yeah.
They're comfortable removing red stones.
Even if Scott does come back, he's not going to get a big end on him.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
And a well-swept shot by Aaron Sluchinski, or excuse me, Tyler Tardy on Aaron Sluchinski's first rock. And a great hit and roll to the middle.
Okay.
3/4.
Must be coming with some pretty good upweight because it's almost less ice than last time. And over curled, so must be peel weight.
7.5.
Yep.
Close. Leaning. Clean.
Yep.
Yep. Yes.
Hard.
Quick. Hard right to it.
Well thrown stone by Brandon Cookson.
Yeah, got some movement.
I'm through this here in 1. 9.
Yeah, good sweep.
Team Kui will look to play on this side of the sheet if they can for the remainder. They do not want to be in a position where it leaves Team Manners an opportunity to hit and roll behind those overlapped corner guards.
Curl.
Or
Curl.
draw behind them for that matter.
Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Might have been a small miss there. That should be an opportunity for Team Manners to hit and roll behind the corner.
Yeah.
They don't need to be shot stone here. They just need to be buried and force a Kui run back or a come around tap.
Okay, control.
Try keep some rocks in play.
Got a couple options
And,
to roll
and
it
neither
behind.
will be easy because those yellow-red guards are edge on edge. So any run back will have to be fairly precise, and any come around tap has a yellow catcher behind that they'll have to navigate as well. So the hit and roll's got to be made first, but an opportunity here for Team Manners.
Whoa. Carter.
This one looked like it was kind of floating for a little
Whoa.
bit.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Straight.
Not going to get the hit and roll they wanted.
Something else.
Well, plan B, it sits in front of that yellow stone, and again, it's something that Team Kui has to navigate.
Okay. Good sweep.
Get rid of it.
Good sweep.
Kui might just choose to peel it out, and then any Manners draw will be second stone buried
Try that.
and not shot rock late in the end. So
Like this doesn't do us any
Okay.
good.
I don't think so.
It makes
Makes it,
roll.
yeah, it makes it easier.
That's okay. All good. Straighter up. Take this off.
I think the call was just to remove it.
Yep. Clean.
Tyler Tardy on the sweep. Successful peel from Team Kui.
Hit and roll.
Kevin's got such a nice clean release.
What are you feeling? We're down 3.
Especially the intern. So the discussion I think we heard between Scott Manners and Brandon Cookson is we're down 3, we need to generate some points. Do you play the come around and hope for a miss potentially, or do you play the freeze at the back potentially and again hope for a miss?
You don't like the freeze.
I think Scott's comment was I don't like the freeze. They could hit and roll to the wing. That rock is just back 4. So a hit and roll would leave the blank in play potentially, but they're choosing to freeze. And I mean, it's interesting to see they're going with the intern. A lot of the play has been on the other side, but that has been the side where we've noticed that the rocks have really taken off a little bit almost out of control. And so we'll look to see whether this turn is a little bit straighter, not straighter, but more consistent in the curl. For Stone, Scott Manners here in N3.
Get it there. Line's good, hurry. Hurry, guys, you gotta go. It will. Go.
Comment is it's got to go.
It will. Go.
Carter
go.
Babbage
It's the hair light on you.
and David McRae,
Just
heads
hustle.
down, working hard.
Hurry. Keep going. Over curling.
That's a great sweep by those guys. It's not froze, but it is shot stone. And you'll likely see a similar peel by Kevin Kui.
On this ice, I'd rather just.
practice? I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least Scott just practiced his draw for his last rock.
Yeah, even if Kevin sticks around in the 8-foot or the 12-foot, I imagine Scott would still throw the draw on his last.
Just set it a millimeter.
Hit and roll out by Kevin Cooey. Force a draw. Gets 2 for Scott Manners on his last stone.
He'll probably be happy to get rid of that hammer.
We were just talking, like,
You want just a couple feet more? 2 feet more is fine, eh? Okay, guys, let's go here.
The last stone of the third end for Scott Manners, looking to come down with the draw for 1.
Better slide, eh? Different throw. A little down center on the.
It's kind of the same, eh?
Always get on it right away.
It's the same or a hair less.
Yeah.
Weight looks
Just
good.
gotta go.
Comment from Scott was the same or a hair less.
Come on.
So they'll have to go on this one.
Just go. It's not heavy.
Looks to be
Just
a
go,
good
you
draw,
got the
though.
same weight.
It's got the backing.
Yeah.
And
Nice
a great
shot.
sweep by Carter Babbage and David McRae on both their stones. Manners is able to secure 1, and after 3 ends of play, it's 3-1 for Cooey over Manners.
Good sweep, Dave. Gonna need more band-aids.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Good speed.
And welcome back to Draw 7 of the Astec Safety Challenge. One of our 2 feature games here is Team Manners and Team Cooey. And after 3 ends of play, it's Team Cooey leading 3-1. And Cooey will have the hammer here in the 4th end. A couple early steals by Team Cooey put them up, but Team Manners was able to secure the point last end, and so it will be Team Cooey's first opportunity with the hammer this game. Whether you're tuning in on Telus Optic or the YouTube channels of either Curling Zone or the Lloydminster Curling Club, we welcome you to the Astec Safety Challenge. This is the 2nd year of this event being held. We are very pleased to have these top teams here, 24 of the best teams in the world, and an opportunity for local curling fans to get a live view of some of the very best that the sport has to offer. This is an 8-sheet curling facility that uses 6 sheets for this event. They've brought in an ice maker for the 2nd year in a row. This year's Darren Moulding to create arena-like conditions with 4.5, 5 feet of curl.
You're okay.
And
Curl.
very great
Curl it.
curling conditions for these players.
Well, I don't know what to do with this.
We've had a fantastic
Kinda
week of
welded it,
curling
kinda.
starting yesterday, and we look forward to
I guess he wanted to freeze.
building up towards the championship weekend concluding Saturday.
It's going to be a mutiny.
Once again, we'd like to thank our major sponsors, which is Astec Safety and Wild Rose Pump and Mechanical. And other sponsors are MNP, Strathcona, Musgrave Agencies, Bar Engineering, It's Time Promotions, Mike's Oilfield, Champion X, Arby's, and The Goat.
Even like 9-5.
Without our sponsors, this probably wouldn't be able to even be put on. So appreciate the sponsors for helping out. And to the organizing committee to touch base with sponsors and getting them on board. And all the help that they're doing for selling 50/50s and looking after security and all that. So appreciate the volunteers.
And for Team Cooey here, they're going to look to potentially, they're not thinking scoring in even ends yet. It's the fourth end.
Might as well.
But they certainly want to control play. They would love to score 2 and take strong control of this game, but they certainly don't want to give up any steals.
You get to nose, it's pretty
They
good.
wouldn't be happy with a blank
You over
end,
curl
but
a hair, that's okay.
They wouldn't be overly concerned with it either.
You got it.
So for team manners, they have to put some pressure on, get some rocks in play, and force Cooey to navigate.
Looks
Line's
like
good,
Scott's
Rube.
trying to center
Top
line freeze
point,
on that
T
top
line.
left yellow.
Got to curl a mile.
I thought it was
Quite
a
a
little
bit.
light.
Quite a bit of room, guys.
Looks like it's a bit heavy too, maybe. Not curling for him either.
Just curling now. Yeah, he's got a little extra.
Maybe go around.
Okay, good weight.
Yeah, and again, another rock on that side of the sheet where it just seemed to not curl as much as
you like?
they maybe anticipated.
Good judge.
Kind of floats, it seems like.
11.
Something to keep an eye on this sheet.
Good weight.
I commentated
Real close.
yesterday in the DeConnick Smith Gushu game on sheet 4, which is beside us here, and there seemed to be a little more curl from the outside in than there was inside out. That can, of course, change over the course of the 4 or 5 days of the event.
Curl, curl, curl.
Nice shot there.
A little more than yours.
Yeah. I like that.
Might as well.
The double, you can roll a hair.
You like this better?
I like normal, I think, too. Yeah. Okay. You got her.
Nose.
Looks like Scott's going to
Just
try
normal.
a takeout here. Probably hope for a double.
Second
Great.
Carter Babbage looking to
Great.
move through rocks.
Gotta go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just patting it, eh? Just
Thanks, Kev.
So for Team Cooey, they know that Team Manners is going to be pushing here. I don't know if Manners will be pushing for the steal that hard at this point, but certainly he's going to want to be forcing Cooey at worst. So for Manners, they can take for Cooey, they can take the opportunity to put some pressure on, put some rocks in play, and potentially build up for a bigger end if there's misses down the road. Not much sweeping of this stone thus far.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoa.
A little bit heavy.
Feather.
This side of the sheet seems to be tricking both teams. It doesn't seem to be curling as much as the other.
pop this back. Just tap it back.
Not terrible.
It's going to be a discussion. Team Manners with third Brandon Cookson.
Why don't you just give it a push?
Yeah, I don't mind that. There's not any easy doubles, right? So
Just push him back forward.
okay. so I can throw back 4. Hey, I don't want to overthrow it.
Well, if you do and you roll a hair, it's okay.
Okay.
If you high-sided a hair, it's fine.
Okay, so back 4, back 8. Okay.
So the discussion is to manipulate a few of the stones, or at least that top 4-1. And the weight call was back 4, back 8.
Back 8. It's a sliver high.
Really anywhere on that top 4 stone nose, or just this side, the boom side of nose, sit in front of those Cooey stones would be a good shot to put something in position for later on in the round.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean it.
Yep. Yes. What do you got? Yes.
That one's starting to move pretty
Quick.
quick.
Quick. Hard. Quick. Right to it. Gotta push it.
It's a good shot. It's buried. It's corner angled on the Yellowstone to the side. The problem is it's
Good
not
sweep.
in the middle. But it was a great sweep by Carter Bowich and David McRae. They've certainly been put to work here in the last couple ends on the sweep,
Pretty
so
good.
it's good to see.
Good sweep.
Well, I think you either play this or this.
Tuning in online, Curling Zone YouTube page, Emery
Well.
from Quebec.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
I believe Keith tuned in from San Francisco.
Whoa.
So Team Cooey looking to keep the
Yep,
pressure on,
yep,
keep the
yep.
potential for a multiple scoring plays. Coming around this
Hard.
wide corner, tap that redstone.
Hard. No.
Over curled on him.
That's a bit of a big miss because that redstone, which is Team Mannerstone, is now a center guard. And that could turn the end potentially here. It's an opportunity for Team Manners to freeze one in
Make a
there.
good freeze.
Tap freeze.
Yeah, they kind of have a pocket there to sit in there now.
Same.
Similar. I don't
Same
want to
weight.
anymore.
Nudge and slide.
I don't mind, like, hey, for like just for extra backing, right? So back 4. Back 4.
Yeah. Even a touch more. Back 8.
Back 8 light.
Okay.
Weight.
Back 8.
Not bad. Same weight.
Okay, so similar.
Just try probably bump that yellow back and roll onto the top of the other yellow.
Line's good. Clean. Room. Lots.
Clean it, yeah.
Lots. Yeah, curl, Dave.
Line's fine.
Hard, guys. Hard.
It's a good stone if it can curl in there.
Go. Hard. Just slide off it. Go. You need it for depth.
Nice rock.
It's a pretty good throw,
Drop round.
Stone. That's a pretty good position.
Got some backing in behind there.
Good sweep.
Stop both. I think you gotta play this, but it's really
Nice
skinny.
shot, Brandon.
Yeah.
Way to go, buddy.
It's just gonna jam here, but it's
Way to go.
Yeah.
really
good call.
thin.
We're in deep shit.
Yeah, you just gotta build a little momentum.
Great shot.
Like it.
Thanks.
Well, you can in off it, I guess.
Yeah.
Squirts. And not
Sorry, I should have said I did
Even
just
if
want
you
to
do.
back 4. Like I didn't want to lose that. Like I
So
wanted to
listening
make
into
a
Brandon
profit,
Brooks
you know.
and Scott Manners, they were looking just to have a hair more weight on that to move that Yellowstone back and get a little bit more of a roll.
I just didn't want to overthrow that, just to, you know what I mean. I like that. Carter's talking about hit and roll, but that's easier to draw a shot. So yeah.
Looks like they're going to try to promote that
Whoa.
red and kick it over
Yep.
to remove that
Whoa.
red at the top of the button.
I think they're coming in off the edge of that redstone.
Curl hard. Curl.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a good result. It removes that Yellowstone that was providing backing for red, and creates an angle for the Cooey team on that Manor stone.
So for now, even if I push it a hair, it's
the red. Yeah.
What's Kevin gonna do? Oh, he'll play
Yeah, for sure. I think so. That's why I don't
definitely
like
starting to make this end
too
a
much.
little fairly interesting. So.
Yeah, there's an opportunity here for Manners to certainly, the force is on it. It wasn't a couple shots ago, but it is now, and potentially the way things could move, there could be a steal opportunity. Skip stone, so they still have to be careful because knowing the Cooey team, any of those back-end players can pull the high, hard one.
Just a hair low here.
Okay, yep.
If they could get a steal of one, that would get them back in the game a little bit. So.
Low 14.
Yeah. 13-5 is perfect.
Okay.
If it squeezes a hair, Brandon, it's not too bad.
Okay, yep. I like it.
So the call for Manners is an intern
Just
freeze.
a whisker.
We're coming back to the side of the sheet where the rock has been curling hard. And so that's something to watch. I think they're going to want to freeze in the pocket between that yellow and that red. They're not going to really want to set up an angle cornering to the yellow because that'll be a quick down the ice for Kevin Cooey to make a double and remove that red shot stone or second shot stone on the edge of the button.
Clean it for line.
Back four is good. Room.
Line's close.
Stay down, Dave.
For Skip Stone, Scott Manners.
Yep, line. Hard line.
Just grinding in.
Carter Babbage, David McRae on the sweep again.
Just go.
Gotta stay on this.
You gotta stay on it.
Whoa. Easy on the shooter. Easy. Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, just the one side of the sheet is getting both teams.
Okay.
Certainly, it's definitely caught
close,
Team Manners a couple times. And then this side has simply been one that, for both teams, again, is just under-curled. So I think the teams have caught on to it. They just maybe haven't believed in it yet.
It's hard to tell from our position who shot here. Is it red or yellow?
Yeah, I don't know if we have an overhead view on sheet 5.
Well, once you move this.
Thank you.
Yep.
I think it's yellow.
Yellow,
That
looks
shot,
like yellow.
it's close.
Thanks, guys.
I don't even think
We're even going to get a zoom.
Definitely yellow.
Off that side, red.
Appreciate the boys with Maz Entertainment. They're doing an awesome job here. Thanks, guys.
Worst shot, eh? Have a quick look. I get it, but
great.
letting him, I guess then I've always got this, right? Well, I think this guy's helping, right? Like with this rock.
He can play that.
Excuse me.
Like if I get rid of...
Looks to be some fairly long conversation here as to what to make for the shot.
Yeah, discussion by Team Cooey.
Well, just because...
This is where the stop clock would be nice.
Yeah, that would suck if we made that. Goes this? Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Well, we know the spot. Then we can... Yeah, then I think we have lots of options.
Yeah.
We're not the first team. I feel good about it.
Got more energy.
While we wait for the decision there, we'll take an opportunity to look at some of the footage we had from the junior clinic that was put on by a lot of the teams here. The Jacobs team led that with Mark Kennedy, Ben Hebert, and there was various skills taught. The players moved across the sheet. We had about 70 junior curlers out here on Tuesday. The Adine team was also out here assisting, as was the Goskins team. And it's just great to see some of the young up-and-coming curlers from the area. It wasn't just Lloydminster, it was Bonnyville, Vermilion, Elk Point, Lashburn, surrounding area, Kitscotty. And it was just great to see both the curlers out helping the junior curlers, and certainly the junior curlers getting an opportunity to have such great instruction at their home rink. So we thank Musgrave Agencies for sponsoring that and providing these junior curlers with an opportunity, as well as Astec Safety. This is the third year that they've run such an event, and we're very appreciative of the curlers' time. So thanks to everyone who volunteered for that.
Every shot, over. And that one, that intern going for the last one, like, and I just, that first one, it's still.
And I think Team Cooey's come to a conclusion as to what they're going to throw. There's still a little bit of discussion taking place in the hack, but I thought the call was similar to what Manners had looked to play, which would be to come down and position a rock, perhaps tap that red one.
Yeah.
Darren, I don't know if you caught that exactly.
No.
Just with, and would you like to, like, you kind of have
It's
to
going to be
lose
a pretty
the
delicate
shooter,
shot no matter what he
would you
throws.
get all the way to the face?
We just need to touch it.
Okay.
Back line.
Okay, so yeah, lose the shooter.
Same
Yeah.
as last
Tough with the swing. I got that in off.
I think it's there. Okay.
Just I don't know how you get shot.
First Cooey Stone here in the fourth end, leading 3-1 with the hammer.
Might be freezing. Yeah, they've overcurled here too, so.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, they're tapping.
Tyler Tardy on the sweep.
Hard. Whoa. Hard.
Just papered it.
Yeah.
Oh, it just ticked the guard.
Right out. Yep.
And again, at risk of sounding like a broken record, that side of the sheet has curled just a little bit extra, and it has caught both of these teams.
You can't do much with that.
Shouldn't say by surprise anymore because it's the fourth end, but it seems to just be catching them, whether they're not icing it enough or not catching the line curl early enough on the call. So
It's thin.
it's left Scott Manners with an opportunity here. If he can put one up front or potentially freeze one in that pocket, he probably keeps Cooey to 1.
Back to this and then sit.
Yeah.
It's thin. But
Yep, I like it. What is it?
because we just gotta crash this, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, we.
Ryan, do you not think there's room on this right-hand side to come around and just tap that red back in there? He's only got to move it
Quarter.
2 inches to get shot rock.
The problem, though, is if he leaves an angle on it, he leaves a double back, or if he chaps and rolls off parallel, he just leaves Cooey a short little in-off double.
This
So
rock isn't killing us.
I think Scott's going to be very respectful of Kevin Cooey's hitting ability,
Scott, if
and
you're seeing it, yep.
I think
play
Kevin
the
has a
out-turn?
preference sometimes to throw that big weight shot.
I think I don't mind it. Yep. You like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Out-turn. You're throwing firm. Like 8.
Oh yeah, 8 right there.
Okay. Yep. I like it. Let's go.
It feels like you're coming flying out of there. I know.
I think you'll get some movement, I would guess.
So I think the call is the in-off the red and try to chip that red stone that's fourth shot on the side of the 4-foot in to the button.
Slams our red into the yellow. We're too sunken.
They're taking the inside out turn.
Which would remove that yellow and have Scott line 2.
Even if they come to the side of their red and just chisel it into the red stone that's into the button, it'd certainly be in a position where it'd be hard for Kevin Cooey to remove.
Hard! Stay on it. Hard!
Stay on it. Hard!
Roll it. Shooter. Keep going.
Hit it a hair thick and did not get the action they wanted.
Figure that out for the life of me. Shit. Sorry, guys.
All good.
But I don't know whether there's an easy shot for 2 for Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, 8-8.
Same, basically the same shot.
The only thing he's got is that off in.
You're thinking this?
I don't think you can get up to gauge that swing.
What's that?
I think he would have to run that higher center guard into the yellow.
Just try throw through it.
And he doesn't necessarily have to throw weight. He's just got to throw enough to remove the red stone and leave his yellow there.
I thought you had a positive throw,
like
but I figure that's fresh, and I mean everything's curling. Yeah.
Okay, we'll throw the other turn.
I think that's the turn to play.
I think so. It's a little more natural.
I don't think there's a lot of risk of giving up one. I think if he ran the red one
I'm
on
not saying off
this side of the
like into the side
center line, the left side of center line, he could potentially clip the red into the yellow, so that would not be what he'd want to do.
No, I think you got to throw it hard though and hit it. Stop the deck, don't you? So you go to the side of this.
They're looking at an in-off off that red one
I've either got
into the yellow. I just don't know if the angles are there. From where we're standing upstairs off to the side, it doesn't appear to be easy
and it's got to miss.
or lined up.
Yeah, it's got to hit this first. Not first, then with probably one score.
And as we're watching.
Yeah, that's fair too. Whatever you're seeing.
Well, I'm seeing this. I just want to know how to throw it. Like, which way are you seeing this?
I think you want to throw it like heel
Like,
weight.
I'm going to throw it real hard, but
Heel. I think it's like a thin half, right into the side of here.
It looks like we have a call here finally.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I think they're going to try off the red, off the yellow, and
spinning the wrong way.
try to come in a bit. Maybe remove that red back a bit.
Just a hair.
Yeah, I think the intention is to come in off the red, hit the yellow,
just a hair harder,
and knock the red out and leave the one they're throwing as second stone.
Yeah, just give it a go. I think we can all give them a buck, right? Just fucking right? Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
It's close. It's coming into the pile.
And I believe he scores. It's close. I think it's just one. It was a great attempt.
Yeah, I believe it's just one.
I think one for sure. It's real close.
From our angle, it looks to be one.
I think it's just one, but
Just need to put this.
do I measure?
Take one last look at that shot, quick.
All I see is ease.
I don't see any.
A high hard one from Kevin Cooey, looking to get some action.
How many was that?
Come across, move his yellow into the red stone on the far side.
It'd be a D.
Just didn't get a lot of action on that red one, but it was a great attempt at it.
Yeah,
and
very
I
nice
believe
shot.
they said it was just one. So after 4 ends of play, it will be 4-1 for Kevin
Good
Cooey.
force.
We'll be back in a moment for the 5th end.
Boy, that gets complicated. They're all laughing about it.
At It's Time Promotions, we make your brand stand out. From custom apparel made with precision to headwear that puts your brand front and center, and vinyl decals that make your brand stick. We deliver promotional materials and print solutions that leave a lasting impression. With locations in Lloydminster and Provost, we proudly ship Canada-wide. It's Time Promotions, where your brand comes to life.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world. Creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
Line's good.
Two.
Two's good, guys.
Welcome back, guys. We're going into the 5th end here, and Kevin Cooey's leading 4-1.
You're good. You're good.
It's the 7th draw of the Aztec Safety Challenge. This is a C-event game, an elimination game for both teams. They both have 2 losses in this triple knockout format, and so next loss for either team, they're out.
Not bad. Good, Dave.
And we had an entertaining last end. A lot of rocks in play, and an attempt by Kevin Cooey for 2 or 3 in his last. Didn't quite get it, and so forced to 1. I think Scott Manor's team would be happy with that. considering early on there was a couple Cooey stones in play without any Manners stones. So it's a good recovery by the Manners team, and hopefully they can make use of the hammer here in the 5th end.
Mine's great. Easy.
The rest of the sheets look like they got some pretty close games. On sheet 2, we got Tao against Eddie. It's 3-2 for Tao. Gosson's leading 3-2 over the Torres. And Jacob's leading 3-2 over Howard. And Hussey is, well, that game is over 6-1 against Pierce. And Balance is 4-4 with Edine.
Yeah, Edine was forced in 3, but stole only 4. So
Line's good.
back to tied up with 4 ends left.
Line will be good.
Top 12.
Okay.
The Hosley team's been impressive. Pierce is playing really well this Bonspiel thus far, and Hosley made short work of them on sheet 6. So look for them to get into the weekend and do some damage.
That's better than me and Dean.
Okay.
And the corner guard from David McRae, I think it was a come around, came up a bit short. And again, rocks on that side of the sheet have been over curling, so
I thought you did too, yeah.
something to keep an eye on for these teams.
Good. Yeah. Right here. Hard den for speed. Looks really light. Keep going. Keep going for everything.
For all Oilers fans, I just got an update. It's Penguins 3, Oilers 0.
Keep going.
You see a bit here, eh, Carter?
With speed or just like board and try and hit and roll?
What are you seeing?
What's that?
This or this?
Yeah, control or forward.
So Team Cooey's perfectly happy throwing up the 2 tight rocks in the rings and then the center guard, and if there's any trouble that comes their way, that you'll see them blast. Otherwise, they're perfectly content putting pressure on up the center line.
No. Spike the hell out of
quiet.
it. Curl.
Curl.
Hard, David. Hard, David.
Closer to 12.
Hard. Sure, good.
Plays close.
Weight's
like
awesome.
top 12?
Yeah.
Or just tight or whatever. Yeah, you can. Whatever turn you want to throw.
Good weight. Try it.
Son, you probably got to go way out there.
Looks like Kevin's going to put up another center line guard here. Try to junk it up a little bit more.
Straight.
Got 2 in tight, so he's in a good position here now.
Whoa. Curl and go. Try and bounce it. Go.
Looking for a little rub, probably.
Bit of a miss there. They wanted to come around, and certainly they just left them both up top.
Run it.
Yes.
This one. You seeing this? Or you want to do this?
Okay.
For Teresa watching online on YouTube on the Curling Zone podcast, yes, Adine did teach how to throw a spinner. That was entertaining to watch the kids try to do it.
Whoa.
No, you're just
For
peeling.
Wendy, Team Manners is from
Okay,
Lloydminster.
Carter, it's fine.
2 of the curlers reside or from Vermilion area, about half hour down Highway 16.
Thanks, Jeff.
And that's the front end, and then the back end are from the Lloydminster area.
Scott just removed one of the center line guards, and looks like Kevin's going to throw it right back up again.
Yeah, I'll just take one.
Okay.
Line's good. Right here. Stilt does not need a curl. Okay, it's going sideways. I don't know, like.
Both these rocks have seemed to curl
That looks
fairly hard here for Cooey in the last 2. So
They seem a bit perplexed by it because
How was it possible to make it with
it wasn't what they
You can get to
anticipated
this.
in either of them, but they both curled hard and nothing had in that spot to
You want to
date.
just blow it up?
I threw it like
You
pretty much at
can.
the
Looks
board.
like it just goes straight into those reds, right?
Well, this.
But
Yeah,
like, the
pretty
farther
well.
out you go, the harder it just comes
Yep.
back in. Like hog line
Come and
in
look
that
at it,
curled
because
so
there's a
much.
big space.
It's not a bad lead though.
I think they're going to have to try to
Yeah,
remove them
it's
two
not great.
yellows.
Where are you trying to hit it?
Yeah, Scott Manners had looked at playing the
Whatever
soft
you
wood.
like.
It's all
I
bad.
don't have any
All
of that.
Yeah, but if you come at the
Do
out
this.
turn, I think it'd be easier
Okay,
to just
sure.
get by and.
What are you seeing?
keep curling.
Seeing that or this?
Just hack. I have nothing. Okay, hack weight. Just stay with it.
We had a straight nose run back to 2 in the last one. I didn't see how it ended up, but
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Great.
First third stone
Right.
for Brandon
Just gotta
Cookson
go.
here in the fifth end.
Ah, set that, Brandon.
Just go.
Early on the sweep.
Hurry.
Look at that
go,
thing
just
move.
Go, 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 go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Roll
whoa.
it off. Roll it off. Okay, that's fine.
should we try it with the out?
That one seemed,
Like, I don't think I
that's
can
the
take
third or
my
fourth
ice
stone in a
Sorry,
row
get
now.
calm,
That
Wade.
Really
all of a sudden
overcurled.
started to curling on this side. So
Because even if I get like
Need a little more ice.
for Susan tuning in
that
on
area,
line.
I think you just
Scott curled in Saskatchewan for a number of years. He's curled in Alberta for, I believe, 1 or 2
I
now.
just think if you get like here
Aye,
or
aye,
guard.
Incidentally, the Lloydminster Curling Club, which is located physically on the Saskatchewan side of Lloydminster, has for
I'm
many,
just
many,
wondering if
many
it's
years
easier to get
affiliated
to,
in
like, right
Alberta,
here,
but we made
the
the
out.
move to Saskatchewan in the last couple of years.
Like it's just
And we're
harder to throw it
affiliated out of
farther out there, and then
Saskatchewan.
it was just coming like straight sideways.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
just
but the
soft
first
and-
question is, do we want to go?
I think so.
Like this is kind of a half rocker.
Yeah, yeah. We'll dial that in. Yeah,
Like
no,
if you
I
kind of
had,
come in here and
So discussion from
bump it,
Team
yeah.
Cooey. I think they're sensing
Yeah, if
that
we
they have the
bump it, then
potential to
this
make a
turns
steal
good.
here.
Quite bad.
I don't mind that. Just try to
like throw T-line.
I had to
Yeah.
have that in off the.
Yeah, I was kind of saying, I was like, sit. Yeah.
That's easy.
Leave Scott the easy shot.
I'm gonna be.
Leave
I'm
him
gonna be
the
like
fucking
back 4
I would
ways.
just throw another center line guard up or whatever. Try to
Run
get it
into those.
in closer to the rings, but
Well, there's a fairly makeable outturn draw on Scott's last shot. And so I think for Cooey, they don't want to be in a situation where all of a sudden those yellow rocks are usable by Manners' team. They want to sew up this side and force Scott to have one side of the ice only.
Like that. Should be, yeah.
Aaron Sluchinski.
Line's good. Hard done. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Line's
Tyler
good.
Tardy and
Hit only.
Carrick
Whoa,
Martin on the
whoa.
sweep.
Whoa.
Got a curl.
Curl, curl. Curl, 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 curl. Curl, curl,
can
curl.
raise that one back into the 4.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot
Yeah.
because they're all lined up on the center line. I don't believe there's a triple to remove 3.
Speed at it. Okay.
And it's going to be... Definitely need to remove one of those rocks off the center line, but more importantly, open it up for Scott's last 2 shots. So
Hopefully, if he does come with some heat, he's able to keep his shooter around.
I think that's the call. They're not going to throw a missile down there, but they're going to throw something where they can hit 3/4 and roll behind those red corner guards.
Move some of them yellows around. Give him some options.
Whoa. Got that out.
Looks like
Can't
just
touch.
control weight almost. A little
Gotta
bit
curl a
up.
mile.
I
It's
think
heavy.
he just got it back out of his
Oh yeah,
hand.
it's your normal. Okay.
Ouch.
Picked out the shot stone. It makes that scoring area
A little
more
bit bigger.
open.
Yep.
Well, I don't think he can make that. But he's,
What's that?
he's drawing here.
I know. I'm trying to. I was like, okay, I want to make
Or just
sure
like-
and I'll throw it out there.
Just
and
like a couple
can't
inches
find
past
like
that.
a middle range on anything.
Yeah.
Now, as he tried to guard that other, the draw
just
from the
hard
outside,
to be-
outturn, looks like it.
That looks to be...
Somewhat you need to do.
I think you'll either even see them come in
Sorry, good.
top
top
4.
4.
Yeah. Be tough for Scott to get in there then.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Just come in from this angle here and sit top
Full
4.
8, top 4, bite the 4.
Hey, Brando.
Yeah, sorry.
A little gas on that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Diesel
just.
trail behind it.
I know. Like I'm trying to find a little.
I think I can still rattle that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Skip it to you.
Yeah.
You'd like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Get 2 here.
Top 4.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yep.
Turning up the tide.
Yep.
Sweepers like it out of his hand early.
Line's good. Line's good. Yep. Top
As
4.
that rock starts to move, it'll really work it sideways.
Yes.
This
Looks like
path
they're
is,
just trying to keep it clean here.
Hard.
and this one's
Hard.
over curling.
You gotta bounce. You gotta bounce.
Just a little.
Okay, that's fine.
It'll roll.
They would have liked to have been a foot deeper. They would have liked to have been right almost beside that other yellow one, or even 6 inches deeper than.
Scott's going to have to come a little wider and just try get full 4 foot.
That's the option, or the same hit and roll, except I don't think you have an opportunity for 2. I think you have to come around and hope for a cooey miss to generate a deuce. First goal is to get one in a buried shot stone.
It's so sideways on the way in.
While they discuss, we'll take a minute to recognize the sponsors of this event again. Presenting sponsor, Astec Safety, and Wild Rose Pump and Compression, Lloydminster Curling Club. And big sponsors are Arby's, Musgrave Agencies, Strathcona Resources, It's Time Promotions, MNP. We have wonderful production here with Maz Entertainment.
Well, your shooter's fine.
Behind the scenes, giving us all the camera angles, switching things over when we ask for it.
So what are we trying to do?
Pocket it.
Pocket?
Get this moving out of here.
A lot of work goes into a production like this, so we're very fortunate to have something like this.
Jeez, if I threw that hard though, Brandon, is there enough?
Let me take a look. Like normal there is pretty sweet.
Okay.
If I throw 9, the shooter's gone, eh? Yeah. Right there. 9. Throw 9. Throw 9 and blow it up. Got to throw some weight at this, eh? Like Brandon, he had a little
Looks
bit.
like Scott's going to make a play on them yellow rocks there.
Yeah, I think he can make 3 move. I don't know if he can remove all 3, but if he hits, say, a third or a quarter, he can get it spinning off of the stone that Cooey just threw on the right-hand side as you look at it, come back into the shot stone and get it spinning across. So big weight here from Scott Manners. 5th end, his first stone.
Hard. Easy. Skip. Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Hey! Quick! Quick!
Shooter, roll it. Okay.
Roll it, Carter.
Yep.
Roll it.
Try to get buried, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
They got the hit and roll. They just didn't get enough action on the other 2 that I don't believe that redstone will come in to be a factor here at the end of the end. It was a great shot.
I don't think he has a shot for 2.
No, you think?
I'm kind of
Kevin will probably just try a little bit of a tap here.
just because those are so good.
Bump that one yellow back into the 4 foot.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, for Team Cooey, I guess it's the age-old, if I don't throw right now, what do they have?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you gotta go way out there.
There would be a really tough draw wide on the out-turn side for Manners on his last stone, and so Cooey's made the decision that he's going to beat him to it. I think he's just coming around it all. I don't think he's even playing the tap.
That girl box it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he has a shot for 2 if I don't
just
roll
go
it.
bananas.
I thought I'd get a little better action than that. I did. Like I thought I'd get a little more.
It's just as easy as
You'd have
tapping
to
it up.
throw hard and thin like our shooter was.
Good look at the interior of the lower end of Lloydminster Curling Club here behind Kevin Cooey. It's glassed in on top and bottom, so great camera shots here from cameraman on the ice. Final stone, Kevin Cooey, and 5.
Clean. Where? Okay.
Last struck by Kevin. Doesn't look like they're putting a broom to it.
Line's perfect.
Maybe a little warm. Looks like maybe.
I think if it was going to be out where it was available, they would just be happy to put it right through the rings.
Yeah.
They're just heavy. Perfect line.
Well, that was a new path. It was a fresher path, and he certainly didn't want to open it up for Scott Manners. So I think that would be the preferable miss if you're going to miss.
Boom, boom.
And now it makes Scott Manners think about whether that was just a heavy shot or whether it's straighter out there. So I feel like that's the shot, is to come around for one if you're trying to get back in this game.
Yeah, it is.
Play the angle, which is what they're talking about right here. So
you come and do your thing.
Yeah, he needs a deuce to get back in this.
Maybe even a touch thinner.
what they're looking to do is angle that red over into these. Spill that yellow, spill this yellow, stick the shooter.
Throw it. Okay. Just throw peel.
For two. That's my rudimentary attempt at the Russ Howard. So we'll try again later. But that's the attempted shot here. Is an angle raise, stick it for two.
We're down 3 with it. Give this a go. But you can't get in there. It goes sideways. Just give this a go. It's going to happen or it isn't. No.
So as Scott Manners said, let's give this a go.
Yeah. No guts, no glory.
Looks to be just a half rock.
It's for two, guys.
Stuff it right in the pocket of those two yellows and get the crowd clapping.
Try get his deuce.
Whoa! Curl.
Oh,
come on.
Oh,
Now it runs.
I think Scott just stabbed it a bit, just popped it back, and
we got to steal a two.
It did not come back. So unfortunately, steal a two for Kevin Cooey here in the fifth end, and it'll be 6-1 for Team Cooey when we come back for the sixth end after the break.
It is. Sorry, Brando, just a haircut.
The official soundtrack to Canada's only border city, 1061, The GOAT. Stay connected with mylloydminsternow.com. The GOAT. Everything that rocks. 1061, The GOAT.
All the way to the mill and wrap those.
Sure different, boy, oh boy.
I don't even know if that draw's there. That's why he threw it so hard.
And we're back. We're going into the sixth end here, and Scott Manners still has hammer, so Kevin Cooey just put one into the top of the 4-foot here, and looks like Scott's going to put up a corner guard.
Yeah, trailing 4-1 in the fifth. Scott had an option for a fairly routine draw for one, but seeing the scoreboard, he played the angle run back for 2 against 2 and came up on the wrong side of the inch on that. So tough steal for 2, but against a team like Cooey, it's a gamble you have to take.
Okay.
So 6-1 after 5, and you'll be looking to see Manners gamble hard on this end to get his deuce and stay in this game. This is a C event game here in the Astec Safety Challenge, so the losing team is eliminated in this triple knockout format. Going around the rink, after 5 ends of play, it is Tao 3, 82. Tao with the hammer playing 6. It is on sheet 4, Howard 4, Jacobs 3, Howard stole 2 on Jacobs, so it's Jacobs with the hammer playing 6. Goskins and Returnaz are tied 3-3 after 5, it's Goskins with the hammer.
Line's good.
Hosley and Pierce are done after 4 ends. Hosley was victorious in that game, and Balance and Adine after an early 4 by balance. Edine has scored 1 and stolen consecutive ends, so Edine leads 5-4, playing the 6th end. Balance with the hand. For those watching online, whether it's on YouTube, the Curling Zone channel, or the Lloydminster Curling Club channel, or on TELUS Optic, we thank you for tuning in. There are 2 televised games for your viewing pleasure. This game between Manners and Cooey, and the game directly beside that sheet, the Jacobs and Howard game.
Get it here.
Toppy.
I lost to Libis twice. Line's good, guys. Hurry. Hurry. Deeper's better. Deeper. Libis beat us twice. Deep as you can. Okay, Dave.
You see Bentonville Lloydminster over here?
So, yeah, otherwise we'd have been going to Stellar.
Yeah, his dad coaches. He's our coach, actually.
Okay, yeah.
It's an attempt to come around there from Team Manners, and you'll look to see Cooey's team remove stones as quickly as they can. Teresa online asks, "Hey Astec, how often should I have my home fire extinguishers checked, replaced? Just realized that it's been a hot minute. Thanks for the sponsorship." We'll see if we can't find someone from Astec to get you an answer before the end of the telecast.
T-line. Yeah, okay. It can be here.
And there was probably only a score of 1.
Curl, curl. Yep. Curl and go. Yep. Curl it, guys. Just 4, but hustle, hustle. Go, go, go. Deep as you can go. Curl it in there. Shot, Carter.
So great come around by Carter Babbage, trying to make use of that corner guard. It's tucked enough that Kevin Cooey doesn't hesitate. Runs up top to have Tyler Tardy throw a peel. Successfully made.
Just skim that twice.
Scott's going to toss up another corner guard.
Throw the corner.
Okay.
What are you seeing, Carter?
Yeah,
like
the
here?
risk of coming into the rings this early on with 4 Cooey stones to come is that there's an opportunity for a double at some point, and it's likely that the Cooey team will make one, so you want to keep as much space and separation as you can until you make your move.
Not too deep here.
Gotta go, Dave.
Come on.
Gotta go.
Oh, he pulled the string.
This one looked like it's just going to get over hog line, if at all.
Yeah, the comment was he pulled the string, so I'm not sure it's going to get over. David McRae's making a valiant effort.
Just over, maybe.
Well done, David.
Yeah.
Tap from Scott on the great sweep.
Yeah.
It was every brush stroke to get that one over, so well done.
Yeah.
Smile from Carter down there, because he knows he doesn't have to buy the guys around.
Curl, curl. Curl, curl.
But unfortunately, the back guard's going to be very difficult to hide a rock behind being so high up. And Cooey promptly removes the Manners stone that was in the ring.
Freeze.
Yeah, I like freezing.
So change of tactic here for Team Manners. They're going to try to make use of the Cooey stones in the rings. They will be freezing on that back button stone. Well executed freeze. You might see Cooey angle the yellow stone top 8 onto it.
Oh, you're there.
Line's good. Looks here. Oh, get to it.
Well, they haven't laid a broom to this one yet.
Clean it for line.
Yeah,
Yep, line. Yep,
side
line.
of the sheet that has
Gotta go
taken
line.
its time to
Gotta
curl.
go.
Now it's
We're
curling.
burying it. Hurry.
Hard line.
There might be a plan B. They might be just burying behind that.
Good. Stay second.
Right through the hole.
And that works. It's a rock that's hidden, so
yeah,
it's as good as the freeze.
It's not what they wanted, but it'll work.
kind of unreal. There's like more curl than even when we were practicing.
And the comment from Brandon Cookson is that the curls picked up on this side of the sheet compared to practice. So that's what we saw last end. And then, of course, a fantastic run back by Aaron Sluchinski. These players make those so routinely.
Well, better do something here.
Do you like freezing with the intern?
This one's a pain.
Whatever you like.
He's trying to hide a rock here for team
Is
members.
that what you're seeing?
That's what I seen first, but if you like the double better, I don't mind it.
Yeah, well, I mean, give it a go.
Sure.
It's tough, but.
Okay. Okay, T-line. That really curled and came off, so.
So that high red guard is almost in the way of this come round. Not quite, but they have to be closer to it than the 4-foot line when this comes across the hog line, or it will not make it past that top yellow 8-foot stone.
Line's good. Whoa,
Final stone in the 6th end for Manners' third, Brandon Cookson.
Bustin'. Curl and go. We're ending up in no man's land here. Yep, go. Curl. Right here, Carter. Tuck it. Yep, go, go, go.
Just didn't finish for him.
Keep going.
I think Brandon had a little more rotation on to try to keep it straighter for the guys. They have struggled trying to keep those rocks from over curling on that side. That one just didn't curl.
Yeah. It was a ton of spin, wasn't it? Felt like a really,
And that was the discussion between Carter and Brandon, was that just a ton of spin, a little bit extra spin on that shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, he's really trying to spin.
Kevin's just going to do a takeout here.
Yep.
Probably doesn't even care if his shooter sticks around. Probably better that his shooter doesn't stick around.
Good. I just didn't want to stay right there.
Yeah, I know.
So for Team Manners, they have to make a come around and hope for a miss. Even if they can make that come around to the back of the button, Cooey will have a short run back on it. But the good news is there's two catchers over there now that it could jam on. So shot's got to be made first and executed, but there's still an opportunity here for Manners if they can freeze one half froze or 2/3 froze. Cooey might not be able to remove it.
No, they need to get this rock on top yellow there,
I like Brandon's weight.
or they're going to be in trouble. Might be shaking hands after this one.
Good hit.
First skip stone in the 6th end here for Manners with the hammer in this C-event elimination game. It's not a qualifier, but third loss removes the losing team.
Clean it for line.
Line's real good.
Hard line.
Yeah, just go. Line's
This one's
good.
going early.
Hard line.
And it also
Line's
looks a
good,
little
hurry.
light.
Go, guys. Go, go, go.
Whoa. Whoa. You're on it. Whoa. Okay, Scott. Good try.
Okay.
Good weight. 14.5.
There's room there.
What's that?
Or you just
So I think for Team Cooey,
yeah. Third.
they probably could put up a guard, and I don't believe Manners would be able to score.
I don't think I think we just throw
They could try beating him to the button too, but they don't really need to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Like even for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't be able to score, I don't think.
So they're playing the other turn. Just come across center and try to guard up the path that Manners would need to use for his last stone to draw the button.
Yeah, they got to come this way because that other way will just curl too much, over curl on them. So.
And that red guard's in the way.
Yeah.
It's probably a little more manageable. When the ice curls this hard, 4.5, 5 feet of curl, it's sometimes easier to play across the center line.
Line's good.
So we had a stop in from Astec CEO Jeff Mulligan, and he's got an answer for Teresa. Your fire extinguisher should be checked every month, inspected by the professionals once a year, and they recommend replacement or as it's required. So these guys are working nonstop around the clock, whether it's on the ice or answering your pertinent safety questions. So thanks, Jeff, for providing Teresa that answer. Great job by Team Cooey there, putting that guard exactly where they needed. And so for Scott Manners,
Right here?
they're looking to make a double across the face, leave their red stone up front, ideally the shot stone.
Should run a little. Yeah.
Perfect.
I think they actually need to get a little action onto the third stone over across the side just to score one here. But make the double and see what happens. Yeah.
Pressure shot for Scott here.
He's got to see all he can. He's got to hit all he can see, I should say.
Yep.
Out of his hand.
Line's good, hurry. Close.
Whoa.
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 It's close.
No, it fell back on him.
Floated on him.
That went straight backward. Shit.
Okay.
Good game, guys.
So that will be a steal of at least one, but it is handshakes on sheet 5 as Cooey defeats Manners. And we'll perhaps go away for a quick break and come back to wrap things up.
Good game, Aaron. Thanks for the game, Kevin. Yeah.
Good luck on the rest of your year.
Yeah, thanks for chatting it up out here.
At It's Time Promotions, we make your brand stand out. From custom apparel made with precision to headwear that puts your brand front and center, and vinyl decals that make your brand stick. We deliver promotional materials and print solutions that leave a lasting impression. With locations in Lloydminster and Provost, we proudly ship Canada-wide. It's Time Promotions, where your brand comes to life.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice bat has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Hey Ben, what's the Astec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be